We are out on a rainy day looking through a local devastation zone. You can see entire mountainsides are just laid empty, so we're going to look at what minerals are here. Looking for a couple of specific few. There's some high silicates out here and common opals, stuff like that. This is a serpentine mountain. It's just a mountain of pure serpentine and everything that goes with it. Getting the dogs out, taking a walk up. This is up off the trail. And wow, look at the serpentine layers. See, a lot of this is very chalky, but it has these thin, really see-through translucent layers. And this is a big one. More of a flaky version than a crystalline version, or what would be dangerous like an asbestos version. And that's going to be the most common mineral here. As you can see that the bedrock is literally serpentinite. So we're on a ridge of it that wiggles its way up through huge old volcanic lava beds, is what they say all of this is for a huge area around here. And yeah, that's what you're looking at. It's beautiful stuff, especially in this light. And yeah, the dogs needed an off the leash zone. This is where we're at. Holy moly. Mars, I need to teach you to smell gems. Okay. Oh, you wanted to know what's up here? This is what's up here. Oh, you didn't want to know? I thought you were the one who wanted to know. Okay. You guys have to be here, my white contrasting thing. It's good to travel with you, Mars. As far as you can see, right? Literally everything now. As far as you can see. The dogs are rolling in something. It's like, yeah, hawk. Come on. Come on, buddy. Come with me. That's what it was. Your nose was going off. That's grody. Leave it to a dog. No offense, but come on. Let's go stand and look at this pee. Where am I actually here? Rain in a bit. Right? Okay. We were on that hill. We climbed all the way up to the top. The trail runs down here in the bottom. And now we're on this hill. It's all private property above us. So, but yeah, that's what I see is these huge boulders of this stuff. I do see an unnatural shelf here. I feel like 100% this was dug on by humans. Probably for either this mineral that we're looking at or a mineral that occurred right along with it. It's less obvious to my eyeballs. But that seems to be what's suddenly here. It's really steep above it. I see a couple dig-ins. Yeah, no, it's just really steep here. And then in this one spot, it's kind of like shallow dugout. And then you can kind of see the ledge right here. Very steep, so looks like a little shallow diggings of some sort. And that's what's here. Is this. So I got some and we'll cut it. Came down out of the thick. Working our way along. Found petrified wood and other things out here before. Really nice stuff, different than other things in our region. So I am looking for the shape of branches and stuff too. So I could never locate more than just a random scattered piece. Totally clear stuff, just a pure silicate though, kind of see-through, yellow. We're looking for stuff that hasn't faded out in the sun so much. I was here with Olive and she picked up a really nice blue piece and we couldn't find its source, and now there's no bushes, so. For those of you that have hiked the trail on the trail that I made, that's what Mars is down on now. You can see the landscape that the trail goes through. And there's the trail there. Runs off that direction. Back that direction to where the head is down by the road. And yeah, it's pretty well highlighted still, but almost pointless in this type of landscape. So that's what we're doing. We're looking around the trail. And yeah, just that's it. Little bare spot winding off through there. And as far as you can see off into the distance. Hard time to be the bushes, good time to be a rockhound. Very milky. It's drizzling a little bit, and I'm just working my way down to the little creeks, kind of high grading through. I live really close to here, so I have basically these same rocks in my yard, but have found really beautiful bluish common opals, so I'm hoping for something like that. When I was making the trail, there's actually a layer of this stuff coming through here. You can see the changeover between the red oxidized serpentine and then whatever this is, whatever you want to classify it as, another type of lighter serpentinite that's got a bunch of silicate mixed in with it. And here's a close-up on some of it. Goes from greens to... There's layers of it running through here, but it's really thin and weak. It's about a 2 to a 3 on the hardness scale. We'll go ahead and take this. You see some of the blue common opal coming through on the back there. Real just mixed up batch. Mosquito in the middle of winter. Real bubbly stuff, lots of pockets in it. That's why we dug into it in several spots here. while I was coming through and doing the trail, I saw that it was the most glossy, mineralized looking stuff. And this little creek here kind of cuts down through it. So there's spots where we were digging into it and getting some pretty good stuff. And yeah, what was looking like, oh, you can never tell if it's mica or if the quartz has gone in there and it's on its way into like tiger's eye. But definitely different fibrous serpentines that have that schiller to them. That's what this whole little knob is. That's the difference between the red right here and the yellow. I'll show you where we were digging. This is actually right in here. That's where the trail goes through. But this is where we were digging for a while. There's a little edge that goes through here. And it's kind of what I showed you, kind of a tiger striped material. Here's the different shades of it, but it's really weak modelly stuff. That's where we're up looking around for better deposits of it, because you find better pieces that are loose, but not the mother vein so far. So let us keep looking. See, red over to white, yellow, and the layers of more pure serpentine. This is actually a staircase I had carved in here one time that is gone now. That's how soft it is. Getting into these layers of like a white something, eroding out basically the same mixes of stuff. Very chalky. The black is all from burning. Bone. It's pretty heavy for a anything besides a cow. Got a spot where there's a big diggings here, but I can't tell why. But it sure looks unnatural. There's like cracks in the ground from where it's like falling way downhill, and it's like a little ledge, but I can't see anything that was dug at. So I'm not sure. Just this bluish, it's a very chalky blue coming out of here. It does have high silicon content. It could be used for glass making, has been theorized by a friend of mine up here. There's a mine that parallels these mountains out here, shows up on historic maps. It's right up a creek that's called the Blue Monday Silicate Mine. And me and a friend always speculated that these mines were silicate mines for making glass or something. That's what it looks like on the inside without all the black. It's usually really fractured, but got some nice blue coming out of here. And some pretty big pieces. Maybe this is what they were digging here. Maybe we should take a piece and cut it. We'll take a couple of these really blue pieces and slice into it, I think. Big old pieces of this. Looks like the color is consistent all the way through. So we'll just take your average chunk. Maybe these two. And cut them and see. Borders of this stuff, it actually looks pretty good underneath the black burnt rind. Not your deepest greens, but large amounts of it. Some cool geology here that we can kind of investigate a little bit. The creek has carved its way down in here. Get a better glimpse of the layers and stuff. Fuzzy caterpillar. So yeah, getting a pretty deep view into this lighter colored material. You can see it's a serpentinite, but it's just crumbly and chalky. Kind of goes to blues out there. Follow the dogs up. There's my bulls. Those are the bulls that keep the grass cut at the bottom of my little half-acre of property. And they wander from the bottom of my house literally, I wake up in the morning and look outside my window sometimes and they're standing in my front yard. And I live way down there in the neighborhood at the base of that steep black hill that's burnt there. Crazy, huh? And they wander all through those hills. It's Mr. V's land, we'll call him Mr. V. And he owns all of that. And there they are. It's really cool to look that far away and see them. The life of a roving bull. California cows. The light is really fading on us out here, but I can bring these home, slice some of them, and give you shots in better light too. Lots of different patterns though. Marzi! Some nice, just pure blue through there. Common opal. Newt! California newt. Made it through the fires in a little hole. And with the moisture and the not frozen nights of a rainy day, he can come out and look for his mate and hopefully have a good little season here on the hill. Grass will be growing again. He's climbing up to a bunch of mossy rocks that have holes under them on the slope. Who knows how far he has to go down to get a pool of water each time. The labors of love. You guys being good? Of course you are. I don't know if these are any bluer than the big chunks that we got, but kind of hiking along, high grading out any of these little pieces that look really colorful to me. And the dogs are actually giving me that look of like, we're ready to turn back whenever you are. So we might do that here eventually, even though we're just getting another zone where I found whole branches of petrified wood Really nice stuff. Well, it is sunset. It's after sunset. I'm on my way back in the dark if we have to. But I think we're going to start heading that way. And, yeah, it's cool seeing the cows out in the far back pastures. They're done with us, I guess. Spring has come and the green is giving them higher and farther out horizons. So, may you all find yours. I will see you back in the shop, and we'll do some cleaning and cutting. I remember coming out to these empty spots in what was thick brush and wanting to make sure that people could get, there's so many choices when you get to a meadow each time as to where you came into it when you weren't out of it. So, and there's a dent from all of the feet that have walked it. Yeah, pretty late. Somewhere out there the cows are. I was a 32-year-old boy. A bunch of young children I was raising when I made this path.